In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, I am Abdul Khaliq Darwish. Dr. Biley has conducted a research upon, uh, about the self-esteem. And Dr. Biley is, speaking to the people, has presented it to the people who are experiencing the low self-esteem. For the people who are experiencing low self-esteem, Dr. Biley has presented 4 points which are very important to understand. As for the self-esteem is concerned, Dr. Biley says it is your physical self-image plus your capabilities, your accomplishments, and your previous successes. This is what he calls the self-esteem is dependent upon. Now he tells the 4 points which are very important, very useful for all the people who want to improve their self-esteem. Dear friends, first of all, Dr. Biley says that stop comparing yourself with other people. Stop comparing because everybody everybody is everybody was born different. Once we are born, we get different sort of qualities, good or bad. Mean we were having different sort of talents and resources we inherited, plus the kind of circumstances we faced. This all has made us a unique human being, a very very different human being. Keeping in view this thing, I think that we need to stop comparing ourselves with other people at all. The kind of talents and capabilities they were born in, we were different. The kind of circumstances they were facing, they faced, and we faced is quite different. So for all those reasons, I think that we need to stop comparing ourselves with other people. Because as long as we are comparing ourselves with other people, we will never ever be able to become a happy person. We shall never ever be able to experience a good self-esteem. So the first thing is that first of all we need to stop comparing ourselves with other people. We need to stop comparing ourselves with other people. It is very very important. The second thing is that Dr. Wiley says that don't be a perfectionist. Never ever experience the perfectionism. Never ever try to become a perfectionist, because becoming a perfectionist, I think it will not allow us to become happy, because no matter how good has we performed, no matter how good have we performed, there will be always something missing, something missing. If at all something is missing, although we have secured very good marks, we have done a very good performance, but still something is missing. So this something missing will not allow us to become a happy human being at all, will not allow us to become a confident human being at all. So the Dr. Biley says that don't be a perfectionist at all. Don't, it is not good for anyone else. Both of these points are bad for all the people. The first is that Biley says that stop comparing yourself with other people. The other thing which Biley says is don't be a perfectionist. The third thing which Dr. Biley suggests says that figure out what you are good at and develop it, what you love doing, and your previous accomplishment. Dr. Biley says that figure out what you are good at, what you love doing, and your previous accomplishments. We must have this thing in our mind, what we are good at and what we love doing. This means that we need to focus and concentrate upon these things, and we should be doing everything else we can. We should try to keep ourselves busy in this thing, because as long as we are busy in this thing we are good at, mean we will be producing something good enough. You know, what we love doing, if at all we love doing something else, we won't be feeling tiredness and boredom at all, because we are very happy. And if at all we are doing something happily and we are good at it, this actually means that we will be giving a very good performance, and the good performance mean the good results as well. So this is the third point which Dr. Biley had suggested. Fourth thing is, Biley says that focus on what you can change, what you can improve. You know, it what is in your control, what you can change, what you can improve. Focus upon this thing. If at all there are things like such a bad things are going in the society, in the country, or in the world. I think if at all we are worrying about this thing, which is something which is something absolutely out of our control. So this means that we will always be unhappy. We will always be unhappy because we are focusing and concentrating upon something which is absolutely and totally out of our control. So we need to focus and to concentrate upon what is in aside my control, what I can improve, what is in my control, what I can improve. I need to focus upon this thing. Focusing upon this thing only, these are the productive worries in the eyes of the, according to Dr. Biley. If we are thinking about something which is in our control, which we can improve, this means that these are thinking about this are the productive worries. And if at all we are worrying about what is going on in the country, what is going on in the world, these are unproductive worries because those things are absolutely out of my control. I even cannot control another person, not to talk of controlling the whole of the society, the whole of the country, the whole of the world. So these are thinking about others is the unproductive worries, and we need to get rid of these unproductive worries at all. We need to focus and to concentrate upon the productive worries. The productive worries are whatever is in my own control. Again, talking about the self-esteem, self-esteem is very, very important. We are always thinking and talking, and we are always endeavoring. We are always striving to gain a kind of respect from the other people, which is okay, fine, that is. But as for the respect by we ourselves is concerned, I think is more important than anything else at all. It is maybe 10, 20 times more important than getting the respect of the from the other people. So self-esteem is far more important than getting respected by the other people. There are people who were rich and famous, but they have committed suicide. Why did they do that? Because they were not having any sort of self-esteem at all. So there are, on the other hand, there are people who are not respected by the society, who are neither rich nor famous, but they do have a good amount of self-esteem. So because of this self-esteem, they are leading a happy life. This is what we need to understand. Thank you.